Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast, episode 246. I'm Joe.
I'm Lauren.
Lauren, how are you?
I'm doing fantabulous.
That's
How are you?
great. I'm also great, actually.
Just great?
Just great.
We'll take it.
Just fucking dandy.
Whoa, that's
That was
better
aggressive.
than
I'm
great.
sorry. You have a new shirt.
I do have a new shirt. Bought it today. This is my Gambit shirt. I've been looking for the Gambit shirt.
From the movie Deadpool and Wolverine.
There we go. Well, he's from the comics before. He's from X-Men.
From the X-Men universe.
X-Men universe. He's been on a few shows, but he's never gotten a live action.
Yes.
Until recent.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Because the Gambit from X-Men Origins Wolverine was terrible. Not terrible. That's not true. I shouldn't say that. I mean,
he's the one I fell in love with.
That is true.
I appreciate him from.
I think in that movie, he's my favorite person. Like, not besides Wolverine, he's my favorite one.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's got a cool power.
Yeah.
His power is very underrated. I did
is.
a deep dive into him the other day, actually.
He can transfer that energy into anything.
He just chooses cards. And he actually got hindered because he went with Sinister.
Oh.
He should have been an Omega, a mutant. But because he went with Sinister, I learned all of this. He's actually really, really powerful, but he can't be now.
Wow.
But yeah, I didn't know any of that prior to doing this deep dive, and the whole transfer of power thing is really cool.
Yeah,
it's
a
why
sick power.
He's got the staff.
Yeah.
So yeah, love Gambit. I think
Badass.
I'm excited to see him moving forward.
Yeah.
And now I have a cool
if we see him
shirt. He was in 97, X-Men 97.
Yeah, you mean he'll be in that.
Screen time.
I just don't think he'll be in anything live action again.
We'll see.
But I have a question. I pointed this out before we started recording. Your shirt's very large. You're a very small person.
Yeah.
And then you said you only ever buy large or extra large shirts.
I do.
Why?
I don't like tight-fitting things traditionally.
Okay.
And I think I like looking small. That's like a girl thing, though.
Yeah.
So, I prefer to buy a bigger shirt because I look petite in it. If I buy a shirt that actually is my size, I look big.
You still look
I
petite.
don't think I look petite, though.
You
it's like
are.
a mental game. So I really like buying large shirts. Like, I have a couple, 2XL shirts that just swallow me whole. And I'm just like, I love it.
Interesting.
It's very comfortable, too.
Yeah.
I don't like things touching me. I don't...
Just walk around naked all the time, then. Just join a nudist community.
Listen, if I could.
Fun fact, you can.
No,
it's actually really easy, I think, to become a nudist. You just stop wearing clothes.
Would you ever go to a nude beach?
Have you? Interesting you brought this up. We have an episode called Let's Go to the Nude Beach.
Oh, no.
And this is an episode from ages ago. But we talked about going. I've never gone. Would I go? I don't know. Because as we talked about on the previous episode, I get very nervous in social settings. And if I go to a beach and see just a bunch of
5-letter word.
Yeah,
bunch
of boobs, ass, and dicks.
Yeah, I think I would go. I just don't think I would enjoy it that much. I would be fine.
So here's the thing. And this is what we talked about on the episode from forever ago.
Yeah.
I don't know the rules or the guidelines, if you will, of a nude beach.
Sure.
Do you look? Do you not look?
Right.
At what point is looking? Has it been too long?
Right. I think you don't look.
But how do you actively not look?
But you can notice.
What's the difference? How do you notice? By looking.
You go to a beach.
Yeah.
You set up your chair and you're people watching. That's what you do normally.
Yeah,
at the beach.
and you're people watching, all right.
People are walking by and they're wearing bikinis. You look at them, but you're not going to stare from the farthest point of the beach all the way down.
I'm not.
You shouldn't. Actually. So then
fuck.
Moving forward, I mean, at some point you do break away. You know what I mean? But if there's a person right next to you or right in front of you, like the family next to you, whatever, you're not just staring at the mom the whole time. You're going to be looking at every other person in the room, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the same rule for I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's rules either, but I feel like traditionally it's like.
And how do you show up?
Look clothed.
You show up clothed.
Yes, because think of all the things you're carrying. You know what I mean? You don't want the bag straps rubbing
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I don't.
I normally wear like a t-shirt or something. I wear a big t-shirt like just like this.
Yeah.
Or
And then you take it off when you get there.
yeah. You know what I mean? Because like if you go to a
I
parking
feel like-
lot, you don't want to walk.
I feel like just stripping at a beach is just so weird.
Would you strip in like the water maybe?
I feel like that's even
And then you
weirder.
go in the water.
You
come
go in
out
the
and
water,
it's gone?
in the water, in a bathing suit, and you come back out naked as the
Have
day
you
you were
seen
born.
those dissolvable?
Yep. Yes, I have.
That's how you do it.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's how you do it. You just commit to
Yeah.
it. You
No,
buy
it
it
just
yourself.
again like, and I think most nude beaches are guys
Yeah.
looking for the one attractive woman at a nude beach,
Yeah.
and so it's like, do I really want to go to a beach with a bunch of dicks?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I know. I'd be very interested to see like how many people actually commit to it too.
Yeah. I've been to a beach like recently. For mine and Paula's birthday, we went to the beach.
Uh-huh.
And there was a woman not too far away from us who was she was tanning, so of course naturally like the bikini, like the strap is undone.
Yeah.
So there's no tan lines.
Yeah.
But she got up and did not bring the bikini with her. And she put it back on like, 3 seconds later.
Wow.
But like
Actually, but that's happened to me before. So
you just get up and forget that you don't have your
no, but like an accidental like complete flash. Yeah.
oh.
It happens.
Hers didn't seem accidental, like she was getting up and forgetting her bikini wasn't attached to her. It was like she was like, okay, like,
Time to get up.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't be me. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's bold. At like a regular public beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's messy.
Tits out for the boys.
I mean,
And
yeah.
girls.
Yeah, I was gonna say for everyone.
Tits out for
It's
everyone.
out for everyone.
Yeah.
Are there any nude beaches around here? Is that even allowed here? I feel like
I
that's not
don't
allowed.
know.
in
It's
Florida.
definitely like an Australia thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be allowed anywhere in the United States. Florida would be the place though. Maybe Miami. I bet Miami's got some beaches that are nude.
Interesting. I don't know if it would be here.
Well, there's nudist communities all over the United
You've
States.
done your research.
There was a show on HGTV, I think, called Buying Nude.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's
people would,
crazy.
Like shop for houses in nudist communities
Interesting.
in the nude.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was the real estate agent also naked?
I don't think so.
Good for her.
Doesn't ring a bell seeing 3 naked people.
But you watched this show. You
My
chose to
mom
sit down and
watched the show.
Your mother. We gotta get her on this podcast.
My mom loves that show because she thought it was so funny how they would strategically place things in the house to cover up boobs and peen.
This reminds me of a show I once saw. Oh my gosh, what was it on? Oh, I totally forget what platform it's on. It was like a dating show. And it was one person and they would pick someone based off of their body, but they would only reveal their body one section at a time.
Oh.
And so they'd had 4 contestants like on like a stage.
Is this a British show?
Probably.
Yeah.
It was 4 contestants on stage in like giant like tubes, like cylinder tubes. And after like the first round, they pull it up a little bit and you just see their feet. And they pull it up more and then they would show just their junk. And then you pull it up even more to be like neck lower.
Yeah.
All right, you just see their dicks. You want me to say? And they pulled up even farther and like their whole face. And they had to like eliminate a person each round until here. And then the final 2, they wouldn't know where their face is. And that's how they picked out. And then they'd go on a first date or whatever. I'm like,
and they're just fully naked.
Fully naked. And it's not blurred on the show.
You think? Oh yeah, that's British then.
Yeah, it was.
I think I've watched this.
One of the guys on the first episode had an elephant tattoo. Exactly where you are thinking had an elephant tattoo. Ears on either hip. And that was one
he
of the
eliminated?
reveals. Oh yeah, the chick was like, "No shot am I going down on that."
Was he circumcised?
Yeah. I think he was. I don't remember. I did not stare that intently.
Yeah.
Once that happened, I turned off the show.
Yeah.
I was not prepared.
Do you think
for
you could
that.
be on that show?
No. I would not pick someone based off of their dick or their feet either. How could you?
That's tough.
Like immediately.
Well, I don't know. You see a pair of nasty feet, you're out.
Yeah, for sure. But like, I could like just judging someone from like down up is crazy.
You couldn't pick somebody based off their dick? It's not picking somebody. You just have to pick somebody to eliminate based off their dick. That's easy.
I mean, maybe to eliminate, but that's so harsh. That's not a good judgment of anything.
You're a nice human being.
I am a good person.
Yeah.
You know, I try. Seriously. It's how you wield it. It's how you use it.
I could eliminate somebody based off their dick easily.
I know. I'm sure you could
Yeah.
eliminate somebody off of that. But I understand why that chick eliminated the elephant ears guy.
100%.
I would also pick the same
Yeah.
pick. No.
Pinocchio, elephant ears, any of the
Correct.
above,
Correct.
eliminated.
Correct.
Or if you've got a micropene, gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or in my opinion, personally, if you're uncircumcised, gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Hot take.
Get your elephant trunk out of here.
Hot takes. I don't know. I was excited to watch the show until nothing was blurred out. And I was like, I didn't come here to watch porn. I'm not gonna watch this.
Yeah.
This is not okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it was weird. It must have
Mhm.
been British. I'll have to look it up. I'll tell you
It's
what it is.
definitely
In case
British.
you want to watch it sometime.
I'm almost positive I've seen it.
Again, the first you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Oh man.
Yeah, because I saw well, we were at I don't remember when it was, back in February, I think. Me, Riley, and a bunch of my friends from back home all went on a trip to Outer Banks.
Ah.
And we got this huge beach house, had like a movie room, and they were like, let's watch. Again, I can't remember what the name of it was, but I walked in at one point and all I saw was a guy's uncircumcised dick on the screen. And I was like, what the fuck are you
What
watching?
Are we watching?
And I'm pretty sure it was that.
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
It was gnarly. I don't know why someone thought. Also, yeah, who thought of that was like, this is the next big show. Like, this is what I want to do.
Somebody who is horny.
Do you have a show you would feel confident on? Like any
Like
reality
doing?
show? Yeah. Like that you think you could win, or like if it's a love show or if it's a
A
reality
love show? No. I would be the first person eliminated.
Not a Love Island type guy.
Not a Love Island. Have you looked at me?
That's not anything to do with it, though.
Looks are a lot to do with it.
Okay,
Second
but
of
also they're
all,
dumb as rocks.
interactions with people have a lot to do with it. And I don't, as we've determined many times now, the interactions
One
I struggle
more time.
with. Yeah.
No, that's valid. That's valid.
A show that I think I could do well on.
The show that I plan to apply for is Survivor. I'm very
I've never watched
confident-
it.
I'm very confident in my Survivor abilities.
See, but like they're not really like surviving, are they? It's like a. Okay, are they?
It's not like Man versus Wild,
Right.
surviving,
Right.
but it's to an extent. What what do you mean?
I was thinking like survive. Like, do they have to like build huts and?
Yes.
Okay.
So they don't have any shelter. They get
What about food? What do they do for food?
every season's different.
Okay.
First season they had nothing. The later seasons they started getting like a bag of rice, and as you like win challenges, you can win more food and stuff.
Okay.
Now they switched back because they switched down from 39 days to just 26 days, and they don't get any food on the first day. You have to win food. You have to win flint. You never start with fire or flint.
Interesting.
You have to win flint, and it's normally one of the first few challenges that you can win it. So that's always a big deal. A lot of people like practice making fire prior to coming so that they can like make fire for
Doing
the camp.
sticks.
Yeah, like quite literally like make, or even just like using a bit, like having flint still doesn't give you fire. You still have to know how to make fire
I don't know how
from
to do
flint.
it. Yeah.
And that's part of the final picking of like how you end up being the final three is the person who wins the last immunity picks someone to go with to the final two, and then the last two choices, top four, last two have to make fire against each other. And the flame that breaks the rope above the flame, like builds a fire that's high enough to then break a rope, gets to be in the final three. And then those are the
Shit.
people that go up against for $1 million.
See, here's the thing though. Like when it comes to like that, like people getting eliminated, that's based off the other people. People get voted off. Right?
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
it's a social game.
That's the thing is like I don't think I would last long enough. I think I
You
could
You
survive.
could be on Wipeout.
I could do Wipeout.
I feel like you could be really good at Wipeout.
I think I could
feel
do
you're
really good at
agile.
Wipeout.
Actually, talk about your shows a little bit more. Do you have a show in mind? Did you think of one?
I was gonna say I'm glad you said Survivor because that's also gonna lead into something I want to talk about. But I was gonna jokingly say Naked and Afraid. But I mean like legitimate like one of those shows doesn't have to be Naked and Afraid, but like where they're surviving in the wild. I think I
Interesting.
could actually do very well, which is leading right into there's like a spider web or a hair on me or something. I keep seeing videos of like outdoor cooking. Like there's this guy on TikTok who like cooks on like a rock next to a waterfall or next to a river all the time. and it's so satisfying to watch. Like it's like ASMR.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying to watch. But then I like it got me thinking about like surviving in the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
That is something I think maybe I'm like over exaggerating. I think I could do really really well. I think I
Interesting.
could survive like no problem
Yeah.
in the outdoors.
Yeah.
I mean, I know shit. I was in Boy Scouts.
Right.
Um,
See, I don't have any confidence in that area.
yeah, I have a lot.
The only reason I think I would survive Survivor is because it is so like
Social.
cushioned, you know. Well, yeah, but I'm saying like in terms of surviving part,
Oh yeah, that's not like hard
while
to
we
survive.
while we build a thing, you still have a camera crew right next to you. So like if I
something
die,
happens, yeah.
I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, really, that's any show where they're out in the wild. If there's a camera crew, you've got you've got
Yeah.
paramedics on site.
That's true. That's true. But like in terms of like I don't like camping.
I love camping.
I don't do that. I've never been, but I know I wouldn't fit in that world.
I don't know. I feel like
I would be fine.
I feel like you would enjoy it more than you think.
I like the outdoors.
Yeah.
I just become very aware of the outdoors, if that makes sense.
And that freaks you out.
And that I'm like, ooh, wait a minute.
No, I think I could do so. Like, if Survivor was strictly just surviving
Mm-hmm.
in the wild, I think
Mhm.
I could do really well.
You should watch the first season of Survivor.
Okay.
It was in Africa, and they literally had like they planted and set up a whole bunch of like the acacia trees and stuff,
Yeah.
and had to have like guards out because of lions.
Yeah.
Coming in and smelling the food and like coming in to see what's happening because they had a big issue with like. There's a bunch of videos of them just like hearing the lions and they couldn't sleep because lions are just roaring early in the morning and late and
God.
everything. And that they didn't do Africa ever again after
Yeah.
that because they're like there's too many threats out there that was actually serious,
Mhm.
which is crazy. I could not do that. Now they just do it in Fiji every year and it's
Right.
it's fine.
Fiji.
It's rainbows. You're on
What's
the beach.
that one? Is it the Incredible Race or something like that? Is that what it's
Oh,
called?
the Amazing Race.
Amazing Race.
Or yeah, where you go around the world.
Yeah, I think I
would
could do that.
Who would your partner be? I don't know who I
I
would
don't
take
know.
with me. I would probably have to
Who do
take
people
one of
usually pick?
brothers, significant others,
Oh.
parents. But it's normally
I would pick. Ooh. who
it's
would I
almost
pick?
always a sibling pair that
Yeah.
are like whatever, or like their significant other. I would probably pick one of my brothers. I don't know which one though.
Yeah.
Both of my brothers have different, really like strong suits.
Yeah.
That I don't know which would be better in that scenario.
Because there's like a lot of puzzles that go with that. You gotta like figure out a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And so like
And being aware
I'm really
of,
good
like,
at that.
culture and world
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that I'm not good at. And my
Yeah.
brother is also like my instinct would be like, oh, my brother and I will do it.
Yeah.
But like Dave's Dave might be good at puzzles, but
Right.
when it comes to like knowing about the world, neither of us are good at that. So I feel like I need to pick somebody who like is good at knowing about the world.
Yeah, and I think my older brother would probably be stronger in that sense. And I think I would argue too much with both of my brothers too, because they're both very stubborn. We're all very stubborn kids.
Yeah.
And we all are like, we're all right, you're wrong.
Always, yeah.
Type thing. So I feel like we would just end up being like stuck in a standstill there.
Yeah. No, but I think I could. I think
But that'd be a
if
fun
I could
one
find a
too.
good partner, I think I could do very well. On
I
that
feel
show.
like that makes sense. I think you would do well in that.
The
one,
Incredible
too.
Race. I sound like an idiot.
I was like, what are you? What show?
The Incredible, the Amazing. I don't watch reality TV. I think it's the dumbest
I
shit in the
don't
world.
either. The only show I watch is Survivor.
Yeah, I've never seen
it's
it.
such a niche one. It's not one of those dumb love shows or
Yeah.
rich people shows, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is a
Love Island.
whatever. The UK, like I hate that show, but
Yeah.
all my friends watch it and they all are like, "Did you watch?" I'm like, "No."
A lot of my friends back home watch Big Brother like religiously.
Yeah,
they had I texted the group chat just the other day. They were like, "Who wants to come over to our house to watch Big Brother?" Like they had like a watch party, and I was like, "Fuck no."
That's literally like the Big Brother to Survivor. Like a lot of people who don't win Survivor will go on Big Brother.
Interesting.
That's
Ah.
another weird thing about reality shows. I don't know like if you've ever noticed because you don't really watch them. A lot of people who go on a reality show will like go on another one if they didn't like win it or like try
Huh.
to get big because they're trying to get fame.
Yeah,
You know, I'm not going on Survivor to be famous. I'm going on for
the surviving.
the Survivor, the experience, and then the $1 million at the end. But then I don't want to be on the internet again after that.
Good luck.
Peace. Goodbye. I know that's not
I would
realistic.
go
but I don't
on-
want to be.
I would go on The Bachelorette.
I would. That's which one is that? That's the one where there's one girl, all the guys.
Yeah,
I
I'd
would
go on just to see how far I last, just to see how long I last.
I would go on The Bachelorette. I would not go on The Bachelor.
You would want to be the girl.
Yeah, because
You enjoy your dates.
I enjoy my dates. I also don't like how petty and rude all the other people get about it. Like seeing all the guys get the same thing. It's both sides.
Yeah, it
but all
is.
the girls are just like so vicious and lash out. I'm like,
Girls are mean.
girls are mean.
Girls are
Girls are very mean.
you women. You know how to be
Wow.
so like precisely mean about something.
We're very intelligent with our
Insults.
insults.
Yeah, it's
For
like
sure.
you pick apart
Yeah.
like the smallest thing
Yeah.
about somebody. Like you figure out what a guy or even a girl is
Yeah.
most self-conscious about. And that's the thing that you target when you need to insult them.
Correct.
And it's harsh.
Yeah, we use psychological warfare.
Yeah,
it's
it's
much more successful
yeah,
than y'all
something's
just throwing,
wrong with
y'all just
all
throw
of you.
punches.
Yeah,
and then
well,
cool down and leave. We will traumatize you for the rest of your life.
yeah,
It works. We're smart in that.
terrifying
It's great.
and psychotic, one might say.
I see nothing wrong with this.
Well, that's because you are a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are just, I mean, on another level of mean.
That's not true.
It's
are scared of women.
I'm not afraid of women. Let's get that straight right now. I'm not scared of women. I just know what women are capable of. I have a lot of respect for women, but I'm pointing out the facts that I shouldn't say you're just mean, because generally people aren't just mean to be mean.
Right.
But like when it comes time to like need to be mean,
we have the upper hand.
You have the upper hand 100%.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I think like it's easy for guys to like this is going to sound so bad. It's easy for guys to make a girl cry.
Mm-hmm.
But like you still win when it comes to like who's going to rip somebody apart. Cuz like I could make fun of a girl's eyebrows and like there's a good shot I'm going to make her cry.
Yeah, I'm going to go think about this for the rest of the evening. Now
Yeah.
you just said that, I'm like, well, he's talking about. No, but this is the thing. I think it's more of like an immediate response versus a long-term response.
You
will attack something immediately, we'll cry immediately, and we'll get over it at some point.
Yeah.
We'll attack you, and
I'll cry tomorrow.
You will have to process it for a very long time.
Yeah.
Which I think it's very interesting, because I don't think that's our intention all the time. It's just that's how, like,
it's not all the time. Yeah.
react.
It's like I think it depends on the level of frustration, anger, pettiness.
Yeah.
It all depends on where it's coming from. But it's intense. It's something
You've
that
been through it.
I'm sure that I have.
I'm sorry.
Nothing comes to mind right now.
I'm really sorry. I'm sorry on behalf of.
But it's not even just me.
womankind.
I just like I've known people that have been through it.
Burnt before.
Yeah. I've known girls that they're like, I'm saying this, and I'm like, oh, I'd hate to be that guy.
Yeah.
I'd hate to be the guy that fucks you over one day.
Yeah.
Because yikes.
The girls' group chat is a dangerous.
I bet.
That's a war zone right
Yeah,
there.
you guys.
That's where we find all of our artillery.
You
That's
guys.
scary.
Any guy that thinks, and this is my advice to men, any guy that thinks that what you say to women stays between you and that woman, you are sorely mistaken.
There is one chat, and it's normally got 2 girls in it. It's normally a 3. The group of 3.
It's at least 2 other girls.
Because you need the 2 opinions. You need the devil and angel on the shoulders.
Yeah.
They'll rip you to shreds.
Yeah, your girlfriend's or your crush's best friends see everything you say. So just be careful.
Everything.
That dick pic that you sent unsolicited. There you go.
God, I could rant about that for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Lordy. You men. Yeah, okay. Also, you men.
Whoa.
Literally do the dumbest shit. You wonder why we go for psychological warfare. Warfare. Not you specifically. However, men in general do dumb shit that causes us to have to result or,
Yeah. You have to up the stakes. Yeah.
We can't just punch a wall and move on.
I've never punched a wall.
Okay, well.
Yes, I have.
I'm about to say I have talked to many men who have punched walls before.
Oh, sometimes you just need a good. Oh. You need a good wall punch. You got to be careful though. Got to pick the right wall.
You dweeb.
What?
That's my response to that. Punching a wall
helps.
Lame.
It helps.
Lame. Unless it's for art.
I punched the lockers at work the other day.
Really?
Just out of frustration.
Work was that bad?
No.
Oh.
I was frustrated with somebody or something.
Heard.
And
I get that.
And it was like I don't know that it was like super work related, but I just turn around and it just feels good.
Yeah.
Like it's that immediate release of frustration.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh,
Otherwise,
reminds
I
me-
just suppress it. Just bottle it up.
I'm glad you're letting it out, but I hate that it's in the form of punching.
Aggression. Yeah.
Yeah, aggression. That's not the direction we're going for.
Yeah.
Here in this therapy session here.
Yeah. Again,
Another one.
2 episodes in a row.
Another one. But that reminds me that like it's not yet. However, we have now challenged each other to a 100-meter dash.
Oh my God! Yeah, I forgot about
yeah,
this.
it couldn't happen because of just
Hurricane,
weather permits. But we're in the future. We are planning to do a 100-meter dash,
Yep.
not against each other, because obviously
I will win. Yeah.
We'll see. In theory, in terms,
My legs are significantly longer than yours.
yeah, in theory, in terms of biological matters, you should win. However, I'm very cocky.
Just based off the fact that I'm fast as fuck, I should win.
Anywho, we're gonna run 100 because we both confidently think we can run it.
We both did this. We were both
Generally,
sprinters.
Yeah, we both ran, and when I say I ran, I wasn't good. I know that.
Yeah.
I played other sports though that involved a lot of running.
Well,
and
I'd like to
foot.
refer back to our episode where I talked about what sport you could do in the Olympics. Neither of us said running. Neither of us said we could do
Correct.
track because we know
Correct. We're not.
we're
there.
coming in dead last.
We are not there.
Yeah.
However, we have running experience.
Mhm.
We're not. This isn't our first rodeo. And we both ran track in high school and stuff.
Yes.
Me less seriously, very less seriously, but that was like your sport.
Yeah.
I feel like we both think we're very confident in our abilities to run 100. Not bad.
Yeah, well, we looked up the time, the average time.
Shocked me.
The average time for a 100-meter dash for a beginner for men. What was it? It was
It's like
14 seconds.
Yeah.
And the world record is like 9.58 or something, like
Yeah.
9.85. It's like it's sub 10.
5 seconds is a lot in track, but like, is it that much?
Yeah.
That sounds crazy for a world record.
Yeah.
To be only 5 seconds less than a beginner.
Then the beginners.
A beginner should be a walk, in my opinion.
I agree.
like
A beginner is a toddler crawling.
right. A beginner is you don't know how to run yet.
Yeah.
And you know.
But that was like
And
beginners, and then it
women's
just
was only, like-
slowly decreased all the
Yeah.
way to like for prep, like elite is like 10,
Yeah.
10.1, 10.2, 10 point whatever,
Women's beginner was only like
15.
1 or 2 seconds more than that, which also I thought was gonna be way more of a gap.
Yeah.
Too.
I was expecting to see average 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And I would have been like, oh, I can crush
That's a
30
walk.
seconds.
Again, walking that one.
Walking 100
Yeah.
meters.
So after seeing those times, now we're like, okay, we gotta challenge ourselves. So maybe maybe in 2 or 3, we'll see.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and run this.
We're gonna run 100 meters. We're gonna see who has the better time.
I might prep.
You don't think I'm prepping already?
Shit. All right. Bye guys.
Yeah.
I gotta go start now. Start training.
Who's got the better time? But then who's got the better time
In relation to their
demographic?
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe 2028, catch us in LA.
Yeah. You know, it's here. It's easier of a commute for us for sure.
I could get to LA real quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
me versus Usain Bolt, who knows? It could be. It's anyone's game, really.
He does not compete.
He does not, which is why I probably could beat him.
Mm. I think him in his 90s would still beat you.
Probably, yeah. Man's fast. Jamaicans are just fast in general.
And he's done really
They
well
are
in all these track
insanely
events.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
I was watching, just really quick tangent. I was watching the pole vaulting, and world record was broken by the guy who previously held the world record. He beat it by 0.01 centimeters. It went up from so it was like 6.24 was the world record, 6.24 meters. He beat it. It was 6.25 meters.
Wow.
Which was incredible watching him. Absolutely insane. He was from Sweden.
The Swedes.
Took the gold.
Yeah, we talked about this like 1 or 2 podcasts ago that like, I'd be terrified to do pole vaulting.
Oh yeah, no, I
That's
wouldn't.
The one,
Fuck that.
That's the one track.
I've
event
seen
that I
videos of
wouldn't touch.
they don't make it, and the pole ends up fucking nearly killing them. Yeah.
Yeah, because it just
Yeah, fuck that.
That
No,
scares me
Yep.
so much.
couldn't be me.
No, hard pass.
But yeah. Anyways, do we want to do
Oh yeah, we got a draft.
a new draft?
We got a new draft. New draft.
Yeah, started in the previous episode. Like I said, we're gonna do it episodically, weekly,
We're gonna do it every episode.
every episode. So this week's draft,
Little different form of a draft though. This is more.
because we're limited.
Yeah, we're limited. We don't have a top 10, so we don't have backups in case someone takes their other picks. So instead
It's more of a ranking than a
we're
draft.
just doing we're doing our own personal ranking of I would say one of your favorite things in the whole wide world, but I don't know you that well.
Oh no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
you are
I know
100%
you
right.
well
One of my
enough.
favorite things in the entire world is the planets. So we are ranking the planets, just top 3. I am writing down a 4th right now, just in case we have like the exact same. I want to have like a 4th in there. And for the record, we are including the OG 9 planets. I know we're down to 8 now, but Pluto is a planet in our hearts and always will be. It's tattooed on my arm. Up there it is. There she is.
Oh, man,
So
all the way at the top.
all the way at the top.
Are they in order?
Yeah.
Okay, that's impressive.
So Pluto counts. So if Pluto's in your top 3, or if it's not and you want to put it there, you can now. I have my top 4 of 9 listed.
All right, I'll put 4 in.
Okay. My number 1, I'll start this week. You started last week.
Yeah, please do.
My number 1, obviously Saturn.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
It's got the rings.
Always
the rings.
been,
not the only planet with
not
rings.
the only one with rings. I did know that fact.
Yes.
Only one with very prominent rings.
Only one with very prominent
Obvious rings.
Yeah.
Always been my favorite planet.
Always.
I love
it was
that
the
one.
first planet that I
It's
got
stunning.
tattooed on me.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Of all the planets, it was the first one I picked.
Interesting.
Because it's the favorite. What's number 2?
Venus.
Interesting. Venus
Yeah.
did not make my top 4.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's only for astrological reasons.
Makes sense.
Mine, I forget. I'm not big in that world, but when I do have a week of boredom and I start to dive into that world, I remember these things.
Of astrology.
Of astrology. A lot of my stuff is like has to rotate around Venus, so I like it.
Okay. Mine is Uranus.
Why?
What?
Why?
Other planet with rings.
Oh, okay.
But also Uranus.
Yeah. See, that's my number 8 when we originally like listed them.
You put Uranus at number 8.
Last, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I guess if we count, it's last. I don't like it. Because of how many jokes get made about it. I'm tired of it.
It's just fun.
It's old news. It's old news. And this kind of spoils what my next one is. I also don't like Jupiter because of the same reason. Because of all the like boys go to Jupiter. It's overplayed. It's old news. I don't like it. My number 3 is Mercury.
It's a good number 3. Mine is Mars. We
I
both went with the
Close.
the rocky planets.
Yeah.
Mars, I honestly like Mars could make an argument for number 1. Simply because of the fact that we could have people on, or we will have people on Mars soon, and that is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
If we're talking like planets that I'm truly, utterly fascinated by, Mars is number 1.
Really?
Yeah. Saturn's like, okay, cool, gas giant, got cool rings, got a lot of moons, awesome.
Yeah.
But Mars, it's like there's so much. There's frozen water at the caps. Like, could it have had life at one point? Could it have life in the future? Like, it is so fascinating to me.
I get that.
I love it. And it's just big red.
Mars is tied for my 4th, for sure. But I like Mercury. It's cute. It's tiny.
Close to the sun.
It's the closest.
Not the hottest, though.
No, but it's that cute little number 1 spot.
Yeah.
And it's the name of my cat from home.
Mercury?
Mercury is
Good name.
one of my cats from home. So it's a little biased there.
Yeah, it's fair.
Get it.
I did put Pluto at my number 4.
I figured after you mentioned that we got to include Pluto.
I love Pluto.
I like Pluto too.
I was in the 5th grade when they like officially announced that Pluto was no longer a planet. So that was 20.
You were that young? Why do I feel like I remember that?
Yeah, well, because in the 5th grade, you would have been in the kindergarten.
I guess I wasn't that young.
You would have been in kindergarten.
Yeah.
So you could remember it.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it made news.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
It was a big deal. It was officially named not a planet, and now they've officially titled it a dwarf planet, which there are several dwarf planets.
Yeah.
But I was like, for some reason, I don't even know why, but like in the 5th grade, I was like really upset because then that was like that time in my life where I started like really getting interested in outer space.
Okay.
And so like my love of all the planets was like forming then, and then they just ripped one away,
Yeah.
and I
Did
was,
you ever make a model?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like to scale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I made one in 5th grade, and now that you're saying that, I realize I'm like, yeah, I didn't include Pluto,
Mm-hmm.
so that makes sense.
No.
So timeline would make sense.
And now everybody, it's just like normal to say there are 8 planets.
I did a report on Earth's moon,
Yeah.
and for this report, I made the entire solar system.
Nice.
Even though it was just on the moon.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to do it. But I said, you know what? No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
include everything else.
You gotta.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, it was a tough one. Pluto was a
Interesting.
big loss
Yeah,
in our hearts.
my 4, I would say is I have 3 tied for 4 because I
Oh,
don't
wow.
really know. Because again, I'm not a big planets girl,
Yeah.
but I have a few opinions. Earth because it's beautiful.
Earth is my last one.
Really.
Yeah, Earth is number 9 for
I
me.
think Earth is pretty, untouched by man.
Sure. Yeah. Well, yes. If
So-
we weren't here, Earth might be up there.
If we weren't here, or if we
weren't here, this wouldn't happen.
yeah, facts. If we're talking about humans, Earth is my last pick for
Yeah.
sure. But so before Uranus. However, untouched by man, I think Earth is beautiful and deserves a spot. Next pick would be Mars, just because of the same reason. It is untouched, almost untouched by man,
Yeah.
barely touched by man. So therefore, it is still beautiful.
Yeah, lightly grazed by men.
Sure, just been like poop, toes dipped.
Yeah.
Also
We're
think-
flirting with Mars.
Sure, for sure. You know, bad, cute little eye. No
Yeah.
big deal. My number 3 tied for 4th pick is Neptune,
Neptune's a solid one.
because Neptune is stunning.
Yeah.
Neptune
That
is
blue.
Oh my.
I mean,
God.
Uranus and Neptune both are like that blue, like
Yeah,
that
but, like-
shocking blue color. But Uranus is lighter in color.
Just gotta check.
I think that's Uranus. This is Neptune.
Yeah, that looks like Neptune.
Yeah, that dark blue with
Yeah.
like it almost looks like.
Striations through
Yeah.
it.
It's just
Yeah.
so beautiful.
I really like Neptune.
But
Neptune's really
the real thing that I
cold.
really like about Uranus is that it's the one that rotates,
The other way.
yeah, like on its side, as
Mm.
opposed to on an like pointing
I
up.
didn't know that.
It's
Yeah.
sideways.
The axis is the other way.
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my opinion on the planets. I don't know much about planets though. Otherwise, those picks are purely on looks, probably.
Oh, well, I mean, they gotta be. Like, how else do you pick a planet,
I mean,
right?
Saturn, we both pick because like rings.
The rings,
But the
yeah.
thing is, I feel like most people pick Saturn as their favorite because of the rings. Because whenever you draw, if you were to ask someone to draw a planet,
They're
they
drawing a
draw
ring
in
around
Saturn.
it.
Otherwise, they draw
Earth.
So I'm surprised you put Earth so low. But it's because of humans.
It's because I just don't care about our planet. I mean, I do
Wow.
care about it,
I was
but
like, whoa.
it's because our planet's like, again, it's because of us, really.
Yeah,
That's just what it
That's
is.
what I'm saying. Like literally,
Because
the
we've
only-
ruined our planet. That's why I don't like it.
Mhm.
But you're absolutely right though. Like as far as planets go, like when you see images of Earth from outer space, so like there are several blue planets in our solar system,
Mhm.
but the blue and the green and the browns and the
Seeing
whites,
like, the whites
of
of the
Earth,
clouds.
it really is.
You know what? One of my favorite.
I still put Earth on me.
You should. You have all the other ones.
Yeah.
One of my most like favorite moments in like cinematic history is the zoom out of the Earth in Wall-E with it all destroyed and all green. Like
I don't know the
brown
last time I
over.
saw Wall-E.
Ah, it's such a what? You're a space guy.
Yeah, but Wall-E just makes me depressed.
That's so valid. I
Yeah.
might watch it tonight. I
Yeah.
love Wall-E.
Also, arguably, no, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind. No, I'll say it. I don't agree with it, but Wall-E, Predator.
Wall-E, how?
Eve was asleep, and he
Held her hand.
did
Okay, he did go on a bunch of dates.
Yeah,
Interesting take. I disagree.
I also disagree because they're fucking robots. But I saw it on TikTok, and I just had to make the comment.
I only disagree because I hate that you've said that because now I'm going to be over analyzing that movie. Anywho, the pan out, they look at from the spaceship
Mhm.
of Earth and it's all brown because it's
Yeah.
all dead
Yeah,
and it's all the blocks of trash and stuff. Is such a crazy like life perspective of like, wow, okay, our Earth is pretty and we are fucking that shit up.
Mhm.
And that's, I love Wall-E though. That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I have not seen it in forever.
And you are missing out.
I do like Venus though because it's green. But it's really like, honestly, I actually don't think
Do you even have
Venus.
it?
I've got Venus. Yeah, it's actually got a lot of blue in
Do
it.
you for sure have all of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mercury,
okay.
Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. And then a black hole right in the middle. But Venus is like, realistically, the color of Venus is more like a pale brown color. It's pretty hideous.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Pukey, if you will.
yeah, but when they do like I'm thinking, I want to say X-rays. It's not the term I'm
Is
thinking of,
Venus
but
gas?
yeah, no, it is a rocky planet, but
Oh,
it's got a
okay.
very thick atmosphere that is all gas.
Gotcha.
But when they do like X-ray images or infrared, that's the word I'm thinking of. Infrared
Mhm.
images of Venus, it's got like these blues and greens and other colors in it.
Interesting.
So it's very, very pretty.
Interesting.
Yeah, you got to look up images of Venus that are like not just normal images.
Yeah.
'Cause
Okay. Instead of just like
Venus is pretty ugly just looking at it, but infrared, pretty cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, has to do with love. So
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes. What else? You said you got a bunch of like weird.
Yeah, I have been in my head all week. I don't know why, but I've been thinking of like crazy like things.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, before I get on, just like another random question, because we
Yeah.
were talking about the 100-meter earlier and got
Yes.
briefly talked about Olympics. Again, still celebrating Olympics. Have you heard about this Palmos guy?
Yes, I have. I have.
He's great.
So here's the thing that I've heard about him. There have been now 3 people who have told me that he looks exactly like me.
Wait, I didn't even think of that. Oh, interesting.
3 separate people
I
have
kinda
told me that he is so I didn't see him compete. I got a text while I was at work from somebody who
Are you
like,
in the Olympics?
who used to work there, and they're like, "Have you heard about your Olympic doppelganger?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She sent me a picture of him, and initially I was like, "This guy is a goober," and so I was a little offended.
He's cute.
And so then I was like, "Oh, it's because of the glasses. That's why he looks
Yeah.
like me." And she's like, no. Like, she's like, if you see a picture like of his profile, she's like the jawline, like his
Yeah.
profile looks like you. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, I was like, I don't see it, but I'll take your word for it. She was so adamant about it.
Interesting.
And then, who else? I don't remember who was in between her and then my mom. My mom reached out to me and she goes, "Has anybody told you that Steven, whatever his last name is,
Yeah.
looks like you?" And I'm like, "Actually, yes. 2 other people before you have told me this."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, it's like," she's like, "it's crazy how much he looks like you." My own mother said
That's
that.
wild.
But
That's
then,
when you know.
Yeah, but then and so again, I'm like looking at this guy. I'm like, this guy like looks like and so do I, right? Like, we're skinny, we're tall, we're white, we wear glasses, we all look the same. But like, I think I was offended because I don't look at him and see an attractive person, but I also don't look at myself and see an attractive person.
Mhm.
But regardless, so I was a little bit offended at
He's
first.
not your type.
He's not my type. But then I saw a picture of him. It's like his silhouette,
Yeah.
and it's like way zoomed out, and it says like his name or Team USA or something, American flag in the background or whatever it is. And it's a profile view, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my fucking god,
That's you.
that looks like me.
Interesting. I have to look at that.
I have to
because
find the
didn't
picture.
think
I'll try and
that.
find it after we're done recording. But I saw that picture and I was like, oh fuck, I see what everybody sees now.
Yeah.
That is me 1000%. And it scared the fuck out of me.
That's good.
Because if you look at like his face, he does not have the same face.
He's got a very boxer face.
Yeah.
Compared to you.
But the profile, and just like the body build,
Yeah.
it exactly looks like me.
Is this the first time you've like seen yourself seen a doppelganger of yourself or like a celebrity?
This is
or
the first
anything?
time anybody has ever brought to my attention that somebody looks like me.
Interesting.
Yeah, like people will like get me confused with like other people at work because
Sure,
like
that's a
again, tall,
different-
skinny white guy with
Yeah.
glasses, like you're just
Yeah,
and
that's
all
different.
guys have the same haircut.
Yeah.
So like that has happened before, but this is the first time anybody's brought like a doppelganger to my attention.
Wow. I've never had that before. I've never had anyone say like, "Oh, you look like this celebrity" or
Yeah.
anything like that. And I maybe it's like the way my brain works. I don't see it in other people. Like whenever people are like, "Oh my gosh, this person looks just like Johnny Depp," or "This person looks
Yeah.
just like Chris Hemsworth," I never can see it. Like I look at the person, I'm like, "Nope, those are two completely like."
There
I
are
can
some that I
see
can see really
why
well.
you think they would look like each other, but
Mhm.
I still think they look way different. And I don't know why, but I wish I had a doppelganger. I think that's
You
really
probably do.
cool. Yeah, you
I'll
have
do some
7.
digging.
You have 7.
Yeah.
That's a thing. That's like due to like the statistics. You have 7 people on the planet that look exactly like you.
No shot.
Exactly, not down to the mole, but like there are at least 7 people in this world that look
How?
very
How does that
similar
make
to
any
you.
sense?
Because of like your features. There can only be so many combinations of features. Like oval face, blue eyes, thick dark eyebrows, like this, like not even just like color hair, but just like features that are like what you're
Yeah,
born
but
with.
like
They do just like just math wise. There's only like 7 people on the planet that apparently look very very similar
I
to
don't
you.
know. That's crazy. 7 is a lot.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't. I not that I don't believe it, but like I don't think I would see it if someone said, "Oh, this person looks just like you," and put me next to them. I'd be like, "That's not me."
I guess.
You know?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know.
again, that's like how I reacted. Like when I look at this guy, I don't see myself. But also, you don't know what you look like, and that's the other thing. Is like
That's true.
when you look
So-
when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're seeing not what everybody else is seeing.
Right, that's true. Well, a good example is my mom and I apparently look the exact same.
I bet you do.
And everybody says, like, everybody you would ask, like, I'll show you a picture afterwards. My mom and I, as like babies, like, my mom did a photo shoot when she was like 4, and then had me dress up as like the same way when I was 4, and we put the pictures side by side, and we looked the exact same. But I don't see, like, I understand why people see it, but I don't see it at all. But we look like people can't tell the difference. People mess them up. I would bring all my friends over and be like, "Who's who?" And they couldn't tell who was who. They thought like my mom was me all the time.
Mm.
And so I just don't. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know.
Again, it's because you know what you look like to you, but you
Mhm.
don't know what you look like to other people.
Mhm. I guess.
And
I
so even
suppose.
as a little kid, like you still see yourself in that little kid picture.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Like even my mom like could pull up a picture of herself when she was a kid, and I'd be like, "Yeah, that's you." Like she wouldn't like.
Yeah,
if
well,
she tried
because
to
you
trick
know it's
me,
not you.
I guess.
Like
I
you've
don't
lived
know.
with your own self-image for your entire life.
Right. Right.
But long story short, so now, right, like the pommel horse guy,
Oh yeah.
Steven,
Back to this.
now with how famous he's becoming, am I offended that everybody's saying that he looks like me? No.
No.
Now I'm like,
No, 'cause
hey,
he's
I
the
hope somebody
shit.
mistakes me for
He
him.
is just Ken, and his job is pommel horse.
Pommel horse. He
Which
is
is the funniest thing
Yeah.
that's his thing, and this is his rise to
Mhm.
fame. And he just released a statement. I think he got bronze in it because he won a medal for us.
the United States got bronze because of him.
Yeah, and they were like, he released something I think today or yesterday. He was just like, "I will be back." He's like, "I'm hungry for more." He's like, "We will be getting gold soon," and everyone's like, "Yes,
Yeah.
like this is amazing, Steve." It's crazy.
Yeah.
though.
I
Like, that
saw
was also
I saw
the only
his
event too.
his routine, is it? I guess it's called. I saw
Yeah.
his routine and he crushed
Crushed
it.
it.
It was incredible.
Really impressive.
Yeah.
Ability. I never understood that one. I
Yeah.
could see myself hitting my hip once and being
Done.
retired.
Yeah.
I'm done. I couldn't do that. That
Yeah.
hurts. Men's gymnastics in general is
Crazy.
crazy feats of strength and agility.
Yeah.
And I draw the line.
Yeah.
But I think his rise to fame. I did not even see your.
I will find
simulators,
that
though.
profile picture of
Please
him.
do. That's
And it's
crazy.
I mean even I saw it and I was like, "Oh fuck, I see what everybody else
Wow.
sees."
You gotta do a side by side.
Maybe.
Like from the same distance, take a picture of your profile.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
I this
I'm glad you brought him up. I'm really glad you brought him up
Really?
because I totally forgot that
I
people
thought
told
you
me.
were gonna talk about it.
I completely forgot
honestly.
about it.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it because again, I saw this one thing that was literally someone said he's just Ken and his job is pommel horse. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's great. Like his job is,
His job is, and he
Pommel horse.
succeeded.
and the fact that his job is called pommel horse blows my mind. Why is it called pommel horse?
It's just what it is.
But like the floor makes sense.
Because it's on the floor.
Because it's on the floor.
Yeah.
Pommel horse.
Well, I don't know what pommel means, but it's like,
Shaped like a horse?
well, I mean, it's like essentially without the head and the tail is a horse.
I guess.
Pommel probably means some sort of agility or the fact that it's got handles or something.
Yeah,
of the
tricks.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Speaking of tricks,
Yeah.
my next question
Cereal.
of the day. No, not tricks with an X.
I thought you were gonna be like, "What's your favorite cereal?"
No, Lucky Charms is a better answer. Anyway.
Lucky Charms is a great
Yes.
cereal.
Another thing that I sort my food for, to pan back to the last podcast.
Yeah.
We were talking about sorting foods. I sort my Lucky Charms religiously. And I haven't had it. And every time I go to the grocery store, I think about it. I think about getting that box. Lucky Charms will
You
never.
sort your Lucky Charms?
Yes.
Like you eat all the marshmallows?
No, I eat all the Cheerios first.
Oh, so do I. Yeah, I mean,
eat. Okay, depends on my time. Okay, if I'm rushing out the door, I eat the whole bowl just straight up, normal. If I have time, if I'm enjoying my breakfast,
you're eating
chill,
all the Cheerios.
Saturday morning cartoons.
You're eating the cereal, then the marshmallows.
We eat all the cereal, and then I sort the marshmallows out sometimes if I really have time. If I'm really bored with my breakfast, otherwise I just eat, and I eat them one at a time.
Yeah.
And they're
you never
good.
Spoonful of marshmallows because then you can't savor.
But it depends on my timing. There's like 3 stages.
No, it doesn't matter my timing.
Really, you will be
I
late.
will always eat my cereal the same way. I don't eat cereal like ever.
Yeah, I don't either.
I can't tell you the last time I had breakfast. So
that's crazy. I can't function without breakfast.
I eat maybe one meal a day. I don't think I've. Oh, I had Chick-fil-A today.
I had Chick-fil-A today too.
Oh my god. If Riley did not bring Chick-fil-A today, I would not have had anything to eat today.
That's crazy. I can't function during the day if I don't have breakfast. If I skip breakfast, I'll vomit. Like, I'll get sick at work.
Riley is too.
It throws me in a loop. My stomach does not function. I could do just breakfast all day. If I had breakfast in the morning, I could be set for the day.
Yeah.
If I don't, I will. I've literally thrown up before.
Now, if I'm working, I will eat lunch because I go on lunch, so I'll eat lunch, and that'll usually be my only meal of the day. If I'm not working, there's a good chance I don't eat.
Wow.
Yeah. I might snack.
I snack. I graze for lunch. I don't eat lunches normally.
I only eat lunch at work.
Yeah, I only eat lunch at work because I need a kick or a protein to keep me going. But otherwise, I just graze all day.
Yep. Yeah. If I'm not working, I'm not eating.
That's crazy. This was not. Was not gonna talk about food again.
Yeah. No. See, tricks.
Tricks with a CK.
CKS.
If you were in a circus, you might have talked about this before.
Okay, I don't think I have.
What would you want to do, and what do you think your job would be? And not like stagehand, like legitimately. If you were,
if I was in a circus,
which part of the circus would you want to be, and which part do you realistically think? So 2 different answers, unless you think what you want to be would be what you would be. And because I will talk about it for my answer. You can include animals, if you would want to do that, but obviously
the animal,
yeah, if you wanted to ride an elephant, but obviously that's not good anymore, and that's a terrible thing to do. Maybe we'll do digital or puppeteered animals.
God, circus. I
would want to be the ringleader, but I'd also want to be the lion tamer if there was some kind of lion aspect. But I think realistically I'd end up being the ringleader.
I could see that.
I would not do trapeze.
No.
I would not do that.
I'm too afraid of heights.
I would not be a clown.
Fuck that.
And I wouldn't do any other tricks like contortionist or any of those other things that happen at a circus. But
I've never been to a circus. Really? I've never been.
I went to one of the last few. I went when I was younger, so I went to one that did have animals now.
Okay.
There are some really cool circuses now that have giant projected animals or giant puppeteered ones, the old like the Lion King on
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Broadway,
yeah, yeah.
stuff like that, which I really like. So I would totally want to like be one of those puppeteers.
That'd be cool.
But I think realistically, I would probably be the ringleader, which sounds bold. That sounds kind of cocky.
It is. That's a big
It's a
ask.
big role, but I don't think I'm talented enough to be any other. Okay,
Whoa.
I'm not a trapeze artist. I could be a puppeteer. I'd probably be a really good puppeteer. But I don't think I'd do any other role at the circus. I think they'd want me as just like
I
the
can't be the
host.
guy selling peanuts.
You could be a guy selling peanuts.
No,
I don't think I would be.
yeah, the ticket booth attendant.
The parking.
Yeah. Right this way and stop. God, no, what would I? That's a good question.
You never thought about this? I
No.
love this. I guess if you've never been, I love this. There's one in town.
Is there really?
I love
Circuses in town.
I love the circus. I think it's a great idea. The start of the circus is great history. If you've never done it, you should
I can juggle.
deep dive. So you're a clown.
I can only juggle 3 balls though.
Oh.
Like I can't
So
do
that's not
bowling
even that
pins,
cool.
knives, chainsaws, flaming arrows.
But are you decent at it, or like just for a few rounds, and then you?
Oh, if you give me 3 balls, I'll juggle someone blue in the face.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to learn how to juggle. My dad knows how to do it. He can never teach me. I
Yeah.
always messed it up.
Yeah, it's hard to learn.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very fascinating. People
Yeah.
who can juggle a lot,
Yeah, 3 is my max.
crazy.
Yeah.
So there you go. So you do have a trick.
Yeah,
Just a one-trick pony, though.
1 trick pony. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's another. That's another thing. Is like the people who do the tricks on the horses. Like,
I could ride a horse.
mm-hmm. You're the train conductor.
There's a train?
When you come into town,
Oh.
like Casey Jr. train.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I feel like I think what I could see you being.
Do only the clowns juggle? Really?
I mean, they're not necessarily.
If you give me
clowns.
enough time, I could learn to juggle bowling pins.
You could go out of the cannon. You'd be the one shot out.
Fuck that. No. Absolutely not.
You could definitely juggle bowling pins. That's so much like that's easy.
Okay. Have you ever held a bowling pin?
All right, next.
They've got
episode-
some weight to them.
Yeah,
They're
but
heavy.
like that weight flip.
They
will help
naturally
you,
flip,
like-
yeah.
Yeah, they bring their own weights over. Once
Yeah.
you get used to it, I feel like that's just not.
So then,
Same with knives. You can do knives.
fuck that. No.
Same with, I thought right chainsaws.
Yeah.
You got it.
Flaming chainsaws.
Yeah. So when we run the 100 at the very
Yeah.
end, we'll do a quick little like
Yeah.
torches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got it.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be the juggler then if you really practiced.
Yeah.
Could you do any cool tricks with the 3, or was that it?
I used to be able to.
do, like-
I haven't done it. I couldn't do that. I haven't done it in a long time. I used to be able to bounce juggle. Like, instead of
Oh,
tossing them up, you throw them down and they bounce
yeah.
back up. I used to be able to do that. Again, I have not done that in years since my
Sure.
like senior year of high school. So 10 years.
Sure.
I don't know that I could
Got practice.
still do it.
Got
It was fun.
practice.
You just get like bouncy balls. Lacrosse
Mhm.
balls usually are the best.
Mm-hmm.
They bounce real well.
That makes sense. Yeah, no, but I love the circus. I feel like I would be a pretty okay ringleader.
I could see you as the ringleader.
Because again, they're just
You're
the
entertaining.
MC.
You're fun. Yeah,
They're
you're
just
yeah.
MC. So you just announce the people.
Yeah.
And dour out. I'm not the center stage. I'm not the main attraction. I just hype everyone up.
Yeah.
The hype man. And then stand off.
I'd love to learn how to ride a unicycle.
I don't know if that's a skill that I ever want to have. You know, I knew someone who knew how to ride a unicycle.
My uncle, he had. I don't know that he still does. He had a unicycle for a while when I was a
Mhm.
kid. And I tried to ride it.
It's hard.
Never got the trick.
That balance, that's
Yeah.
such a weird.
Well, because you have to like, because like you start pedaling right, and you immediately like momentum brings you backwards and
right,
the wheel
you
forward.
have to
So you have
force
to
your
lean
chest
forward. Yeah,
with then
Which is, like,
countering.
scary.
Yeah. Same. You know what I would also want to do? Stilt walking. I've always
Ooh,
always wanted to get into stilt walking.
that scares me.
Really? Why?
Heights.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
already 6 feet. That's already too tall.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
My eyes are already 6 feet off the ground.
Yeah, it's too high for
Yeah.
you. Yeah. I would I think I would enjoy still walking. I think I'd be a good still walker. But I don't know how you just like get into that.
I don't know how you get out of it.
Yeah, once you're in it, you're in it because they
Yeah,
need
that's like
people.
tall unicycles. How do you get down?
Oh my God. You're talking about actually getting out of the stilts. I thought you meant like getting out of that career.
Oh no.
I was like, yeah, people, that's a high demand.
Yeah,
So
it's their,
you
it's their
can't
life.
leave.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they
no. How do
fall
you get
off.
out of the
I
stilts?
was on unicycle TikTok for a while. Actually,
Mm.
it's funny you bring that up. And they fall off. They stop and they just lean forward and then make that like it's like a 6-foot drop. So they just like slowly.
What
like
if you get a
lean forward.
really tall unicycle? There's
How
some tall
tall?
ones.
There's not that tall.
There's like 10-foot unicycles.
Where? They
The
still
circus.
fall out. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they just go off stage. But the ones that I watched,
They just grab the trapeze and that's how.
yeah, the one I watched was like a 6-foot tall
Yeah.
unicycle, and he just falls off,
Yeah, that's fine.
like slow roll off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you get off a 10-footer.
The big ones are.
The stilts, you do have to like. I don't know how they get off.
Fall onto an airbag, I imagine.
It just.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-mm. But most stilts are only like 4 feet, like 3 feet high.
There's some. You have not been looking in the right places. There are tall stilt walkers out there.
No.
Yes. Like 10, 12, 15 feet.
No shot.
Look it up.
No.
Not right now, but look it up.
Yeah,
We'll look it
no
up after.
shot.
I'm telling you it exists.
I don't know.
People are out here walking on buildings.
Do you remember? Totally off topic. Do you remember Moonbound shoes?
Yes.
Did you ever buy a pair? off the
No, but my
infomercial?
niece had a pair.
Did
My
you
niece is a year
try
younger than
them
me.
before?
Oh yeah.
I never got to try one growing up.
They're
and I
not-
think that's why I am the way I am today.
They are
Like,
not that. They were not like they were in the infomercials.
Well, yeah, because it made it look like you could jump like as if you were on a trampoline.
Mm-hmm.
Did they just have a spring to them?
There's a spring and it's really weird walking in them because they're just big bulky
Yeah,
things.
they were so clunky.
Yeah.
They made like a few renditions of them too.
Yeah.
Ones had like an actual like spring, and the other ones just had like the cushiony like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about though.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but you.
Yeah.
That's disappointing to hear.
Yeah.
I was really. I'm bummed I never got to experience.
That was a lifetime ago. That's what those were.
Yeah, that's only like 3 years.
I still think of every now and again like getting a pogo stick, which I don't even think they sell pogo sticks anymore.
I used to know how to pogo stick.
Oh,
Have you
God.
ever been on a pogo stick? Yeah, those are
I
crazy.
could pogo stick with no hands.
Really? Okay, I was not that good.
Yeah.
I could function. And
I
thought
once I was pogo sticking and it slipped. I think I like hit something and it like slipped out from under me and I fucked my knee.
Oh my god, I'd be so
Just
scared.
smashed
I would
that thing into the
scream.
ground. It was rough.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's really scary.
But I used to like count how many hops I could do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember what my best was. Probably close to 100.
I maybe.
You'd just be
okay.
sitting there bouncing.
Yeah, I think I got maybe like 5 or 10.
Oh,
I was not that
no,
good.
I
I
was-
meant more that I could like stay on.
I was pogo sticking like crazy. Nobody could pogo stick like I could
That's crazy.
in my immediate
So
family.
there's your circus talent. You
They
should
don't.
come
I
on.
don't know that anybody. See, but like
People could do flips on
yeah,
pogo.
fuck
Yeah, hold on.
that.
Actually, people are really
I can do
good at
100
pogo
hops,
sticking.
and that's my limit. I
That's
cannot
pretty
do
good, though.
flips.
That's pretty good though.
I guess.
I don't know how you get the height. You need like a souped up pogo.
Yeah, you need a
stick
good
for that.
pogo stick.
Those are people who like actually like changed their pogo stick.
Yeah, they get like a spring that's from like a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like a mattress or whatever.
Yeah.
Like really hoop. Yeah, I got you. You had
I'm gonna find where I can get a pogo stick.
You're gonna redeem yourself.
Yeah,
You'll learn how to flip.
I'll check it later.
Okay.
It's served on Amazon. Amazon definitely has pogo sticks.
Oh my god. Did you have a TikTok to show me? Did you already show me it?
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I have like this like going off of the kids' toys. I went on a deep dive also recently. Again, I had a weird week. I went on a deep dive of like the deadliest toys that have been canceled
Okay.
because I was curious. And there were some crazy ones. But then I remembered I was trying to pull up the link and it wasn't working. But then I remembered you had to show a TikTok.
Yeah,
So
I've
I
got
didn't
a
know if you
TikTok.
wanted to show that.
So I, in honor of the Olympics again, keep seeing videos now of like, I unfortunately, the caption is like, unfortunately, I didn't make the cut for 2024 Olympics.
And it's people failing like gymnastics. Yeah, diving
So-
board ones.
The
are,
diving board ones are
they
terrifying,
hurt my
but this is
soul.
one that I laughed for like 15
Oh
minutes
my
over.
god, I've
So,
been seeing all these.
I'm
I
just
hope
gonna
it's one I've seen.
Play it just for your reaction. Set report
Oh, I haven't
selected. That's
seen
what it was.
this.
It's a little girl. She looks like a little girl. She could be fucking 15 years old for all I know. On a balance beam. Holds it.
The recovery.
Recovers it.
She recovers.
So she's on a balance beam. She's doing some good cartwheels, flips. She does a final flip and then
my.
loses her balance. And she's just
And she
windmilling
to like
for
regain her
so
balance.
long.
That had to make it worse. How does her shoulders do that?
I don't know.
I can't
get that rotation
fast.
out of my arms.
That's insane.
It was so funny.
Oh my god.
The comments are the funniest thing. It was hilarious. The fact that she stayed on.
Yeah,
too.
that's impressive.
She caught herself.
I would say that's worth the Olympics.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Wow.
But I keep seeing these videos.
Yeah, that's
and
all
I have
over
liked
mine.
every single one of them.
For sure.
The diving ones, terrifying.
I'm so scared. They hit diving videos in general have
Scary.
always scared me. Not
Your head is so close to being ripped off your body.
My god.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Or even just like your arm, everything. Every time they hit that board, I'm just oof, I don't like watching those. But the ones of them on the what are they called? Not the two bars, the uneven bars in gymnastics where they just like fly out and miss the bar and just hit the pile of like the foam, the foam blocks or the mats.
Oh yeah.
I laugh. My college freshman year roommate has a video like that. She was a big gymnast and still is like very talented in that. And but she has the exact same video that's just been trending of all these like kids who just terrible at the uneven bars.
Crazy.
She does like a couple flips and like just doesn't like loses her grip and just smacks the mat below her face down.
It's rough.
It kills me.
It is rough watching people miss that bar and they just belly flop onto the mat. I'm like, that's gotta hurt. That has to feel so awful.
Awful.
Yeah.
I can't.
To be able to get back up after that is impressive.
But I think what's worse is the embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a gym with all of like your acquaintances, your coaches, whoever.
Yeah.
I would go home.
Get up, brush it off.
No, that's the last.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
That's the last practice round for the day. And I would hit it again tomorrow, like thirsty for blood.
Yeah.
But that's
I'm
a good
out.
sign that I'm done for the day. That's it. Hey, you've done enough. You've gone too far.
Yeah.
That's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Couldn't be.
And that's why I don't fuck with gymnastics.
Yeah, gymnastics is
Gymnastics, diving, any of that shit. I could never dive.
I can't swim. So there's that. But I couldn't dive either.
You can't swim?
No. Didn't we talk about this?
I don't think
I
so.
feel like I talked about I can't swim confidently.
What does that mean?
If there's 5 people in the water and there's a shark, I'm the one getting eaten. However, if there's 5 people in the water and we're just talking, I'm not drowning.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So you can stand in the water?
No, like I can tread water and I
Okay.
can swim. I can get from point A to point B. How fast and efficient and successful and without getting out of breath and like wanting to die is the other story.
Oh.
I won't make it to the other end of the pool pretty. It is a underwater doggy paddle mixed with a butterfly mixed with a fighting the water and the air.
How do you not know how to swim?
No, that's actually so exaggerated. I can do a proper, what's the note? Freestyle, but not proper enough that it's efficient. I'm slow. So I prefer to just
Doggy paddle
underwater. I'm serious.
Now I need to see you in the water.
Well, all right, we're gonna run the
100 meters, and then we're gonna swim 2 laps.
We're gonna do a triathlon.
Yeah.
Actually, followed by
Jesus.
unicycling and juggling, just hitting up everything.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no. Oh, the reason is I never I did lessons swimming when I was like 3.
Yeah.
For 1 summer, and that was it.
Okay.
After that, I never did swimming as like a sport or anything like that. So I just like didn't retain the important things.
You didn't have a pool growing up?
I did, but I didn't professionally. I played mermaids. I played with my Barbies in the shallow end, and in the shallow end, in the stairs of the shower. I blocked the stairs. That was my cave.
I had an
mermaid
above
cave.
ground pool, not an in ground.
Oh, I had not my own pool. I had the local pool.
Oh no. Like in my backyard to this day I have a pool.
Okay, see that's cool, but that's small still, so you wouldn't know how to like properly swim.
Well, I mean I wasn't like swimming laps. Yeah, like it wasn't
Yeah.
like an Olympic pool.
Just going back and forth
But
for
I
10 feet.
like in that pool learned how to swim.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can swim fine. Again, I'm not. I can tread water. I just won't be fast.
I mean
I will die if there's a shark and all of us are in there.
that's wild.
I'm the one to go. Unless they're like, no, this is not good because this is not an efficient human.
Yeah, like I'm not eating this.
Yeah, this meat's probably awful.
Yeah.
That's my only
crazy. I'm
saving
actually
grace.
shocked by that.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I look like a swimmer?
You look like somebody who knows how to swim.
I mean, I know. Okay, again,
You look like somebody who can swim well.
Okay, well then that's a good compliment. I can't. It like in the beach.
Yeah.
If the waves are kind of somewhat rough, I won't go in because I know I will get pulled. And like if there is any sort of like undertow or
Yeah.
riptide, I'm not even gonna try.
Oh my god.
I'm not confident.
That same beach visit that I was talking about earlier. Jordan and I were trying to we were like, let's swim out to the sandbar
Mhm.
so we can like be further out from the beach
Yeah.
and still be in like shallow water. You
Yeah.
just get to the sandbar. So we start swimming out there. Well, Paula and Jacqueline are swimming like way out ahead of us because they both were like swimmers.
Yeah.
So we're like, we're following behind them. And we're deep. Like we cannot touch the bottom. We're in the ocean. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong. I'm not thinking about it. Just get to the sandbar.
Scary.
And they're like, oh, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. And it looked like they were standing. So we were like, oh, okay. We start getting closer to them. And they're like, oh, we're just messing with you. I'm like, that's fucked. Like I just swam all the way out here. At this point, we're like
Far.
50 feet.
What beach were you at?
Siesta Key.
Oh, those sandbars are not that far. I swim out those sandbars all the time.
We never made
The
it.
second one too, not the first one you see. The second one.
We never made it to any sandbar.
Okay, interesting.
Now it was high tide, so maybe that was part of it.
Yeah, that's a big
Low
part of
tide,
it.
you're a little.
Yeah, it's hard
yeah.
to get them to during high tide.
So we were at high tide, so we never found the sandbars.
Interesting.
But we swam again 50 feet out, maybe 30 feet.
Wow.
But like we were a distance. Again, couldn't touch the bottom, and the waves were fucking.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was swimming fine.
Yeah, no. I'll swim out, especially over on that goal side.
Yeah.
I'll swim out to those sandbars just fine.
So then you can swim just fine.
Yeah, but I can't get there in like 5 seconds. And again, I'm doggy paddling for a lot.
Oh no,
of
I
it.
was.
I'll do the freestyle for like 10
Or you
strokes.
just go on your back. That's the most efficient way to swim.
Just take a floaty.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
kinda,
there you go.
You know?
Yeah.
No, but
Wow, that's wild.
I prefer not to swim. I like land a lot.
I mean, I also enjoy land. Like, I don't just like go swimming.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was just talking to Riley earlier about how like a pool is just like going swimming now is just like an inconvenience.
What? Because you get your hair wet?
Well, yeah, but
I mean,
no,
same.
but like no, because there's like the getting ready to go to the pool, and then there's like once you're there, yeah, sure, it's fun, but then it's like once you're done in the pool, then it's like now I'm wet, now I gotta go dry off, now I gotta shower, and I gotta do all this other stuff,
Right.
then I gotta change.
You gotta commit to the pool being your day.
Yeah.
That's your activity for the day.
Yeah.
Nothing else is going on.
Yeah.
I used to, before work, do you remember when we had those really late, like 2 to 8 shifts?
Yes.
I used to go to the pool before every one of those shifts every day. I'd go to the gym. This is before I was in school too.
Yeah.
So I'd go to the gym at like 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
for like a good 2-hour.
Disgusting.
You
Yeah.
know,
Fuck that.
9, come back, rinse off because I didn't like being smelly, but put on a swimsuit and then lay at the pool from like 10 to like 12:30.
Yeah.
Come back, rinse off again because get off my sunscreen, throw on the like khaki and go to work. And that was my routine every day last.
See,
spring.
going to the pool and laying there versus going to the pool and getting in the water are two very, very different
Yeah,
things.
I never got my hair wet for those
yeah,
days.
yeah. So that's different.
I pinned up my hair if I got
Like
in
if
the
I
water.
go and just sit poolside, that's whatever. I'll do
You
that.
get sweaty.
Hardly. I don't sweat a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I don't drink a lot of water, so there's not a lot of sweat coming out of me. Yeah.
You don't eat Food.
Don't eat food. Don't drink water.
How are you functioning?
I don't know. I'm a medical marvel. But yeah, no, the whole process of like swimming is just inconvenient nowadays.
Interesting.
At 28 years old, I can't be bothered. I'm not
Interesting.
going to the pool.
Interesting. But okay, and that's true because of like your living situation. My living situation has a pool, so I go to the pool every now and then too. So since you don't have access, you're not going to go to a public pool casually.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, unless
No,
you're
I'm
at
not
the
going to the
beach.
local pool.
Yeah.
Oh.
So unless you're like going to the beach, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Siesta Key sandbars aren't that hard to get to. That's interesting.
We never found them.
It's because you went during high tide.
Probably.
Go during low tide. It's nice. I'm trying to go to the beach soon too. I love the beach.
I enjoy
Even
the
though I'm
beach.
not
I
a
don't like
swimmer.
sand, but
Okay, Anakin. I love the beach. I could care less about getting sand everywhere. My car is covered in sand.
I hate getting sand everywhere.
Yeah. That doesn't faze me.
The feeling of sand between my toes makes me want to rip my feet off.
Really?
I hate that feeling.
Oh yeah. This is an old podcast you talked about. Blows my mind.
Yep.
I love the beach, and I like the concept of the beach, like the atmosphere and the energy, like the getting ready, the packing, the stuff you pack, going with a group, setting up camp.
Yeah.
I wrote a paper actually this year, like for my
I had a lot of papers.
yeah, because I'm in school for my grad school. I wrote a paper on simply the art of choosing your spot at the beach, and I think it ended up being 8 pages long. Of simply just choosing your spot at the beach.
Good for you.
Because I also feel strongly about that. So
just pick a spot.
There's so much like psychology behind it. Not real that I like searched, but like once I did a deep dive, like an over analyzing self of it, I realized that I put a lot of thought into the spot I choose at the beach. Do you not? You just drop stuff and set up camp?
I look for a mostly flat, even spot.
Okay. See, that was like
because they got to set up the games.
That was a section. Was like the quality of sand in your spot.
Yeah.
And the quality of land. I went on a deep dive.
That's wild. I mean, I don't know that I give it that much thought. I think I do like a quick glance and I go, okay, what's far away from most people? What's a good amount? Like, what's a decent level space?
You don't realize how much you think about.
Yeah, but this all happens in like 3 seconds.
Sure.
I do a scan and I go, that one.
How? See, yes and no, but
it doesn't have to be super close to the lifeguard tower. That doesn't bother me.
Oh yeah, I normally try to go far because that means it's farther from people, and since I don't go in the water, I'm not worried.
See, I do go in the water, but I know how to swim, so.
Yeah, you would think I'd go closer to the lifeguard, wanting to be saved. But
by an attractive man, most likely.
For sure.
Baywatch style.
Baywatch moment.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. That used to be my favorite thing when I was little. It was like always.
Baywatch?
No, I would always be the one to volunteer to check the tide times that are on the back of the beach chair or on the lifeguard tower.
Yeah.
I would always be like, how does he? And I just go, 6th grade-year-old me being like, la 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 la. I look so cute in my little one-piece swimsuit and
my God.
my oversized hat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna see what the wait times
tide times.
the tide times are for like my mom. I never talked to the lifeguards. I was too scared.
See?
We're the best. I was in 6th grade.
But it's scary talking to people.
But now, not so much. I would definitely be very scared to talk to a lifeguard tower now. Those people are old though.
Are they?
They act old. They act powerful.
Well, they have lives to save.
That's true. They have to act responsible, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I've run out of all of my nonsense things for the week. My brain is.
That's fair. I'm content with taking us to trivia.
Trivia? Go for it.
This iPad has been plugged in for so long. Guess the percentage.
10%.
22.
Dang.
Ridiculous. I hate it. Thanks, Apple, for your quality products.
Well, how old is this thing?
I don't fucking know. All right, pick a number.
24.
24.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on, let me get to my notes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 23, 26, 29. What did you say?
24. You went way too far.
20,
I just want to see how far you're going to keep
26,
counting.
25,
He's going to
24.
count to the 50s.
Which literary works title which literary works title character is named
Mersault?
Mersault?
We both are not.
The Stranger. Never heard of it.
Not even heard of that.
All right. Let's do a little refresh. Pick a new number.
27.
Yeah, make me count all the way up there again.
Okay, 3, so just go down 9.
No, because one of them has 2 in it. There's an ad. 3,
That's
6,
so inconvenient.
9, 12.
No, it didn't go fast enough.
50. Oh, in my drink.
I hate how slow that went.
3,
I can't wait to
6,
clean those
9,
afterwards.
12, 15,
50.
18, 21, 22, 23. What'd you say, 27?
Is it
Oh my god.
the
hell?
same one? This one's blue this time.
It's frozen again. Oh, we're back. There's the ad. 24, 25, 26, 27.
like the blue.
What make of car appears in the left foreground of the Abbey Road cover?
Wow, that's such a
That's
weird
so specific.
thing.
What make of car? So just the brand, right? Like Chevy
Yeah,
or
but isn't it gonna be?
This is fun. What the hell?
I know. I didn't realize it had strings in it too, and it's blue. It's the theme. What make of car?
What make
Ain't no
of
way
car?
I get this right.
Yeah, no, we're both gonna be dead wrong. I'm locked in.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Okay, what'd you say?
Volkswagen.
So did I.
I was like, what's the only thing that would?
Volkswagen. All
Yay!
right. So that keeps us tied.
Look at us go. I'm impressed we knew that. AKA the only thing I thought that might be. In the
Yeah, I was like,
future.
what works for this? Like, what's fitting?
What would be? Yeah, for real. That took a lot of.
That's
brain
crazy
power,
that we
though.
just got that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are at 246.
5,
I'm
6.
at 246.
Sweet. So we got 1.
1 week left, and we are tied going into the final week.
Wow. Unless we tie it up again.
We'll
have to
just
do
do
a
a tiebreaker that week as well.
Woo. Man, that's exciting.
That's crazy.
I like that. I like that for our first round.
Yeah, it's good. First
of
round of trivia.
trivia.
Lauren, where can the people find you?
People can find me at Lou.McDonald for Instagram. That is LUU.McDonald. And that's it.
And your eat of the week.
And my eat of the week. Well, said again, I had Chick-fil-A today. That was good. But honestly, I felt like ill afterwards. What else did I have?
What'd you get from Chick-fil-A? Grilled nuggets?
Yeah, the
Nice.
grilled nuggets, fries, Dr. Pepper. Cute little Dr. Pepper moment.
DP.
I actually made waffles like 5 days ago for breakfast. Hit.
Eggo? Or like your own?
No, like my own.
Oh, shit.
Hit. That is something. If there's something you need to know about me, I make mean waffles.
You have a waffle maker?
Yeah, I have a waffle maker.
Mini or normal size?
Mickey. Ahaha. It is a Mickey waffle maker, actually.
I have a mini waffle maker. Like,
smaller.
yeah.
Yeah, it's normal size. Like, not the usual Mickey waffles you get at the parks.
Yes.
Usual, like a normal size of a waffle, but it's Mickey Mouse shaped.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah, probably
Very
my
cool.
waffles.
You can follow me on anything on the waffles?
No,
Plain waffles, syrup,
raw
waff.
waff.
You can follow me.
Stop throwing these really hard tongue twisters at me. I can't do that.
Follow me on my photography Instagram, Sharky_photography. My regular Instagram is Secret Agent Sharky. And my eat of the week is I am gonna pick the Chick-fil-A that I had today.
There you go.
Fried nuggets, French fries, and a lemonade, no ice.
Fire.
As for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSGPod. That is CSGPOD. Follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast and on Instagram at The Shuffle_podcast. And then subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We will talk at you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
I'm not shooting the bubble gun. I'm lazy.